Hello, and welcome back to Hagan's New Jersey PIP Tips, where we bring you monthly segments on New Jersey's auto insurance personal injury protection, otherwise known as PIP. Last week was a crazy week. I just got back from my magical vacation in Walt Disney World with my family, and of course, we elected a new president. Perhaps even crazier than that is that the Department of Banking and Insurance has finally approved the new uniform internal appeals process after talking about it for over 3 years. Today's segment is going to cover this new internal appeal process and also, as always, our monthly drawing for a gift card. If you were injured in a motor vehicle accident in New Jersey, your auto insurance is supposed to pay your medical bills under your PIP benefits. Unfortunately, too often your care is denied in full or in part and your bills are not paid correctly. Fortunately, medical providers can file arbitrations over these denials, reductions, and improper or non-payment at no cost to them. As you know from our prior video number 2 and your own experience, prior to filing an arbitration, most insurance carriers have a mandatory internal appeal process. The Department of Banking and Insurance has allowed for insurance carrier to have mandatory appeals by regulations as of January 2013, despite not being authorized under the statute by the legislature. If you don't follow the appeals process, you may lose your assignment of benefits and your right to file an arbitration to get your medical bills paid. First, let me make it clear that the new internal appeal process does not become operable until April 17, 2017. DOBI is working on the forms that will apply to this new appeal process, which is one of the reasons why they delayed the operation till April 2017. In all likelihood, the forms will be similar to the forms that is currently used by NJ.A.C in their appeal process, as they have had a large and strong voice in this whole process. And the regulation that's been approved is very similar to NJ.A.C's internal appeal process currently. As of now, you must continue to follow the insurance company's decision point review plans. If you need more information on this, please see our prior video number 2. If you're still not sure, always feel free to give us a call or email us. Come April 2017, you will be required to file a one-level appeal for any and all issues. This appeal will have to be filed on a form created by DOBI along with supporting documentation. You will no longer be required to file a second-level appeal in response to their denial or refusal to answer your initial appeal. However, appeals will be broken down into 2 types. 1, a pre-service appeal, and 2, a post-service appeal. I submit it's still unclear whether you will have to file a pre-service appeal if you have not done the treatment after receiving a denial, or whether you can simply treat the patient and file a post-service appeal only. So let's go over the requirements under the new regulation. As you can see on the form before you, first, there shall be only a one-level appeal for each issue in dispute. There'll be no more second-level appeals prior to filing for arbitration. However, please note that you must file an appeal for each issue. So if the carrier denies the medical necessity of a specific treatment, but also disputes the amount of the service, these are separate issues requiring separate appeals. Next, all appeals must be on the form established by the Department of Banking and Insurance. As of now, they do not exist, and the department is currently working on them. They will eventually adopt and post these forms on its website, and the carriers will be required to send them to you for each claim. With that, you'll be required to send the forms and supporting documentation to the address and/or fax number specified in the insurance carrier's decision point review plan. As always, be careful, as often the carriers have separate number or addresses just for the appeals process, with the hopes you'll send it to the wrong number or place. Always save proof of the sending of the appeals, such as fax confirmation or registered mail. The department will also permit electronic submission of the appeals, but it is not required. Next, there will be two types of internal appeals. One, pre-service appeal, and two, post-service appeal. Pre-service appeals are appeals of decision point review and/or precertification denials or modifications prior to the performance or the issuance of the services. They must be submitted no later than 30 days after receipt of a written denial or modification of the requested services. Post-service appeals are appeals subsequent to the performance or issuance of the services. They must be submitted at least 45 days prior to the filing of arbitration or action in Superior Court. Again, it's my opinion that this is unclear whether you're required to file a pre-service appeal for denial or modification of treatment under the decision point review or pre-certification request, or whether you can simply perform or issue the service and then just file a post-service appeal. To be safe, I would recommend that you file a pre-service appeal no later than 30 days of the written denial modification of the services that have not been performed yet, rather than waiting to just file a post-service appeal. Finally, the carrier must respond with a decision on pre-service appeals no later than 14 days after receipt of the form and supporting documentation. Again, make sure to save proof of sending your appeal to the insurance carrier. For post-service appeals, the carrier must issue a decision no later than 30 days after receipt of the form and supporting documentation. If the carrier does not respond to the appeal, it can be argued at arbitration that the carrier should not be permitted to dispute the same issue in arbitration due to its failure to respond. However, let me warn you, this is not specifically in the regulation and is only contained in the comments section by the Department of Banking and Insurance in the approval of the regulations. This new process is streamlined and of course uniform, but will still be burdensome and paper intensive for medical providers. The carriers place hurdles in front of you with the hopes that you will not achieve them and then won't be able to go to arbitration at no cost to you. It is recommended to have a format in place and to follow that plan, whether under the old appeal process or this new one in 2017. Again, to be safe, file those pre-service appeals within 30 days and then post-service appeals for services provided after the denial. The good news is the law offices of Sean T. Hagan, LLC can help you with this process and answer any questions you have. Feel free to call me at 732-722-2911 or email me at sthaganlaw@gmail.com. We're here for all your PIP needs. And don't forget to be filing these appeals in order to preserve your assignment of benefits and be able to go to arbitration at absolutely no cost to you. And now, for our monthly drawing. As being part of the Hagan Professional Information Program, we conduct these monthly drawings for everyone who sends in a arbitration file, a correspondence, calls our office, and communicates with us in any way. Your name gets entered each month to win a gift card. This month is going to be a drawing for a gift card of $50 to the Home Depot so you can get ready to decorate your house for the holiday seasons. If you don't win this month, you can keep entering every month following, and we'll be drawing these monthly. So with no further ado, let's see who the winner is for this month's Home Depot card. It is 1310177. Betsy at Back to Wellness, Dr. Eads' office. Congratulations, Betsy. We'll get the card out to you as soon as possible. Again, if you did not win today, keep sending those communications and you could be the lucky winner next month. Finally, I hope you have a wonderful and thankful holiday season with your friends and family. I look forward to our continued relationship and prosperity in 2016 and 17. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the links below. I greatly appreciate your work, and just remember, I'm never too busy for your kind referrals. Thank you, and God bless.